Assume for a moment that we have run out of cultivated land on Earth. The story began with Thomas Malthus' article in 1798. In his paper, Malthus claimed that population was growing at a rate more rapid than that of the food which could sustain people. He said people would face starvation in the upcoming years, and he was right. As population grew apace, the production of food that would nurture people fell short of meeting the demand. For years, humankind sought ways of gathering more crops out of the earth. Finally, with developments in science and technology, there came an era, and its name was the Green Revolution. Effective irrigation techniques were developed. Seeds were invented which gave more yield. Chemical fertilizers and pesticides that would grow these seeds came into our lives. The rise in production and yield was initially considered among the greatest accomplishments of the industrial age. But the reality was different. Microorganisms in soil died out as we kept on using chemical fertilizers. As they died, plants could not get any nourishment. When plants could not feed on their own, farmers used more chemical fertilizers, and it killed more microorganisms. Malnourished plants got sick. This time, farmers used pesticides. They killed even more microorganisms. But these microorganisms in soil produced enzymes that converted nutrients into a consumable format for plants. They helped plants to grow, and there was no other mechanism that could perform this duty. This vicious cycle ended up with desertification of the soil smothered in chemicals. Over the years, the soil structure degenerated and pH levels dropped. Weeds, bugs, parasites, and viruses infected the soil. Products lost their scent, flavor, and quality. Vulnerable and weak plants led to increased costs. They became saltier. Over 10 million hectares of arable land became useless every year due to salinity. It was not limited to the soil. Water sources were contaminated. Water creatures began to die en masse. Einstein said, if the bee disappeared off the surface of the globe, then man would have only 4 years of life left. 85% of the pesticides we use miss the target zone. They've been causing the extinction of the miraculous honeybee, which ensures natural balance on Earth. And this has affected humanity. According to a study published by the Environment Working Group, pesticide residue was detected in 94% of the peaches and 91% of the apples subjected to an analysis. 45 types of residues were found in peaches and 36 in apples. It was substantiated with scientific studies that these residues cause cancer, birth defects, developmental disorders in children, and damage in the brain, nervous system, and the immune system. Scientists found out that infants were contaminated with residues during and after pregnancy through breast milk. In the 2000s, what is left from the previous years is a green nature that we mourn after, and a generation grappling with sickness even though there is no revolution to speak of. It would have been wrong to remain insensitive to the issue. People wanted to bring back the old ways and do organic farming. But that failed to offer a solution due to the high cost, the already contaminated irrigation water, and the pesticides used by neighboring farms, which can be carried kilometers away with no loss in effect. Where is this going? Are we going to accept being poisoned a little more every time we eat? Are we going to go on with conventional agriculture despite all the chemical pollution? Or are we going to do organic farming, which is healthy, but not enough to feed us? Actually, we don't have to make a choice between the two. There is a third option. Today, it is time to say something new in agriculture. A new era begins in agriculture, which will be the solution to the problems of industrial farmers, organic farmers, and also consumers. Here begins the era of residue-free agriculture. REZFREE. REZFREE, the most innovative, sustainable, solution-oriented, versatile, and unique product developed for agriculture by biotechnology. What is REZFREE? REZFREE is a biotechnological product that degrades the residue of chemical fertilizers and pesticides in soil and product in only 48 hours, thanks to its special formula and the enzymes in its composition. REZFREE 1. Degrades chemical substances and eliminates adverse effects of fertilizer and pesticide residues. 2. Ensures maximum utilization of nutrients and increases yield. 3. Increases microorganismal activity and amount of organic substances in the soil. 4. Reduces salinity in the soil. 5. Regulates pH value, ensures a stress-free environment for the plants. 6. Strengthens the immune system of the plants and makes savings on pesticides expenses by growing disease-resistant plants with its high antioxidant and enzyme content. 7. Increases plant resistance against frost and drought. 8. Helps plants to have stronger roots and get more nutrients from the soil. 9. Increases water holding capacity of plants, provides a high amount of savings on irrigation. 10. Reduces the costs arising from the use of fertilizers, pesticides, and water. 11. Grows residue-free agricultural products that are easy to export. 12. Increases profit with more quality, long-lasting products that are higher in quantity.